Alright, this is Randy Rathard again, and in our last video we finished with phase number 3, Abbe dice placement. So we're going to go ahead and move on to phase 4, and that is purchasing building cards. Alright, so in player order, which begins with blue, we'll go ahead and begin purchasing building cards. And blue decides, we'll go ahead and get the tithe barn. And so to get the tithe barn, I need to pay 2 coins. It's on this line here. So 2 coins goes down. Alright, on the tithe barn there's an immediate award there, and that's 2 wood. It's right to the right of the lightning bolt, so I get 2 wood for buying this card. Alright, and it's going to cost me 2 coin, 3 wood, and a stone to build this thing, and if I build it I get 6 prestige. And if I get a peasant in this building and activate it, it says keep greater than 3 resources at the end of each round. So a pretty good card. Alright, so red's turn to purchase. Red's going to go ahead and get the cheap one down here, pay 2 coins, put the money changer. For this one, it says you receive 4 coins right away. So we'll take 4 coins, and the money changer, when built by paying 8 coins and 2 wood, you get 4 prestige immediately. And if you get a peasant in here, you can take change in coin at resource spots or when trading. And so if you're trading over, or it doesn't divide equally into the number and you have anything left over when you get in resources, you can take that extra in coin. Pretty neat card. Also at the end of the game, if you have 2 of these, for every 5 coins you have, you get a prestige, but you have to have 2 money changers to make that happen. Also, I should mention the tithe barn. If you have 2 tithe barns built with peasants at the end of the game, for every 3 resources you have, you get a prestige point as well. So that's kind of a neat deal. Alright, blue passes, doesn't want to buy anything else, but red, seeing that he wants to get a blacksmith, it's only going to cost him 3 coins. So I'm going to go ahead and play 3 coins, grab the blacksmith. Blacksmith says 1 grain immediately by buying this. Takes a grain into a supply. And for this one, if you build it by paying 1 coin, 1 wood, 1 stone, 1 sand, you get 6 prestige immediately. And if you get a peasant in this building, a plus or minus a pip on dice used for crusades. That's really handy, especially if, like for instance, over here, there's a 5 of a kind, and I didn't have any 3s. Now, I did have some 4s over here, and if I had this card built with a peasant, I could take one of these 4s and make it a 3 and use it over in my crusade. So that's what the blacksmith is for. Alright, so these cards, once purchased, it goes in the player's general supply there. And I think that's everything they're going to purchase for now as far as the buildings. Alright, now we're going to move on to resource and initiative selection. Alright, so resource and initiative selection means players can go out and gather wood, grain, stone, and sand by using their dice or monks, starting with the blue player. Now, initiative's already been taken, that's why the blue die is out there, so initiative cannot be taken this round. However, all the resources are open. So blue wants to get some more lumber because it's going to take 2 wood and 4 coin to get an altar. So 2 is going to be used up for that. And then to get the tithe barn, it's going to take up 3 wood to build that. But I actually have 3 wood already. So, you know what? I want to try to get this bell tower. This is nice. You can reroll 2 of your dice. And so I need a sand for that. So I'm going to go ahead and well, I'm not going to get a sand. All I have is 4s. I'm just going to grab 2 more stone because I can always use my trades. So, and when you're doing resources here, you can see there's 2 bonus spots on the board here. You only use 1 bonus spot when playing 2 players. Both of these bonus spots open up once you play 4 players. So 2 to 3 players, 1 bonus spot. 4 players, 2 bonus spots. Okay, and so that means if one of these bonus spots are open, like in a 2 or 3 player game, you can use this one. You can put a die there. Now, red could not go back on this one this round and place a die in the bonus because it's already been used up. The 4 squares up here are for each color, so only 1 die of each color can go up here on this, and then a bonus. So I'm going to put both of my 4s there and use up the bonus spot. Red cannot take that, and I'm going to take 2 stone. Alright, so you always divide by this number, and that's how many stone you get. So 4 goes into 8 2 times. So I get 2 stone. Alright, and red needs some wood, and so he's just going to go on over here and get as much lumber as he can. 2 goes into 6 3 times. This is just real easy. If you've ever played Stone Age, you understand this concept pretty well. So 3. And that's it. All the dice are placed. No one can do anything else, so we move on to the next phase, and the next phase is move peasants. Alright, this is the stage where players can move their peasants, and they're trying to get their peasants to the front row and then into the baptistry and then into their buildings, because that's the only way these buildings can be activated. At the beginning of the game, everyone has 1 peasant move. That means you can move one of your peasants 1 square up. And for the blue, it really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to move one of my peasants up. If I would have got some clergy training here, and all the way up here, I would have had 2 more peasant moves, and I could have got someone up to the front row, but didn't this round. Red, however, decided to place all of his 4s there to get right up to this bonus. He became a friar, and 2 plus 2 peasant moves. So he gets his 1 peasant move and then 2 more. 1, 2. Now, as the rules state, once you reach the front row here, the front pew, you can immediately for free move your peasant into the baptistry as long as there's room. Now, I could for free move this peasant into a building if I had built it, but I don't have any buildings built yet. But as soon as I build a building, I can move this peasant immediately into the building if I want to for free. So that's the peasant moves. Real simple. A few rules: you can't jump over